Okay, so with the fact that we haven't got a balance patch in a long time, I thought it was about time we actually make a top 8 tier list of who's the best raider in the game. So we're not going off individual levels, we're going off just the raider as a whole. I think the mindset that I'm going in with this is that like you're fighting a team which is actually competent and kind of know what they're doing and know like strategies against that specific raider. So yeah, let's get right into it. So at number 8, the worst raider in the game, I'm gonna go with Baby Vegeta. The newest raider in the game is the worst? What? How did they mess up this bad? Well, it all basically stems down to his level 1. I think his level 2 is actually pretty decent. His level 3 is bad. His level 4 is obviously broken, but most of the time you're probably not going to get to your level 4 unless you snowball really quickly. But to be fair, if you snowball with any raider, you're probably going to win. But talking about his level 1, it's just the fact that you give survivors a full like 4 minutes of free time to do whatever they want, to like rush keys, find Dragon Balls, just basically do anything, and there's nothing you can do about it because of flying Nimbus. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what they were thinking. Plus, if you even want to evolve through civs, it takes 5, which is the most in the game. No other raider has to do that. Most of them are free, if not 4. 5 is ludicrous for what he is. But to be fair, if you do actually get someone with your level 1, you can body camp them with no repercussions. So that is also a pretty strong factor, but I just don't think it makes up for the fact that you can give survivors 4 minutes of pure free time. And it's absolutely crazy that flying Nimbus counters this man. It's, yeah, I just can't believe it. His level 2, he's got 2 break strikes, which is good, but his barrier isn't really that good because it doesn't defend against super attacks, which kind of sucks. And plus, if you melee him, you lose the barrier instantly, which I think is stupid. And it doesn't even do damage like Broly's does. In terms of super attacks, at level 2, they're okay. I don't think they're that good though. Level 3, they are better, but still not the craziest. Like, they're not Goku Black. They don't combo into anything. They don't even combo off break strike. Level 4, it doesn't really matter. You're Great Ape. You got an instant win right there. If you lose, you're just bad. But yeah, that's why Baby is the worst raider in the game. Up next is the Ginyu Force. I know what you're thinking. What? Where's Frieza? Listen, we'll get to him. We'll get to him soon. But the Ginyu Force, I just feel like they've fallen off against a competent team. That like Goldo is not living. Raccoon is probably just being like stagnated so they can key rush and find Dragon Balls, and then Jason Beta are dying in they're dying in one combo. There's a video on my channel where every single form gets absolutely decimated in seconds, and at that point I was like, yeah, these guys are just not what they used to be. I think their kits are okay, but it's just crazy that they didn't even update them to have like AoE blasts on their supers and stuff like that. It's kind of insane how like they've neglected the Ginyu Force. I generally think a HP buff would do wonders for them and give them the AoE buff. I don't know why they haven't given that to them. It's really weird. But of course, Auto Evolve is still really good, so I'm going to put that above Baby. And I feel like even with Goldo, you can catch people out because his time stops are actually kind of insane if you really think about it. There's some tech behind that you can do. But anyway, yeah. And number 7, that's the Ginyu Force. Number 6, Frieza. Honestly, like, the buffs were good and bad at the same time. I'm glad he got a HP buff, but it generally doesn't really matter because, I don't know, yeah, I still feel like he gets melted pretty quick. He's also incredibly slow. He has probably the least mobility out of every single raider in the game. He just feels like he kind of like, once someone Jarko ships, it's over. Just a singular Jarko ship, man he just cannot keep up. The reason why he beats out Ginyu and Baby is because his HP pool is better, and you can do some wacky combos with like Zarbon and Dodoria. It also just sucks that you can be forced into level 3 and be forced to give the survivors supplies. Plus, sometimes you, like with the whole Dragon Ball mechanic, you end up just giving the survivors the Dragon Balls faster, which is really bad. Honestly, I think just giving this man a dash would do wonders for him, because he's just so slow, and he has no key sense on like Scout. He loses his Scout after level 1. But yeah, in this meta, evolving isn't the craziest thing anymore because of the supply nerf, I guess. And you do want to stay level 2 sometimes, and the fact that you can be forced into a level 3 with Frieza is pretty terrible. Not only that, his key blasts at level 1, 2, and 4 aren't the craziest. I think discs are just terrible. Like, after they nerfed them ages ago, they're just so bad. Apparently with Trained by an Angel you can outrun them, which is, yeah, that's terrible. I thought with the dodge changes you would be able to like actually hit people with discs now, but apparently that's not the case. You can just train by an angel, which is insane. But yeah, that's Frieza at number 6. Number 5, we have Majin Buu. This was my boy, so it hurts to see him this like low, I guess. I honestly just think it's his level 1 and level 2 which hold him back so bad. His level 3 isn't even that good anymore, which is absolutely tragic. Not only is it really hard to get to your level 3, his forms like Spopovich and Fat Buu aren't really the best, and if you're hard stuck in them, you're probably not winning. I think the only reason why he's above everyone else on this list is because he does actually gain Ki Sense at level 3, and he has an amazing Break Strike in Angry Shout. Plus, Gohan is absolutely insane still, so that's a big plus for him. His super attacks are also pretty dreadful at level 1 and 2. I mean, he did get the AoE buff, but things like Angry Explosion still have like very niche uses and isn't the best. But Super Buu definitely clears everyone previously in this list for sure. He's got mobility, he's got Ki Sense, he's got amazing super attacks. He has it all basically. But he just doesn't feel like the instant win that he used to do. That he used to feel like. Plus he also heals on eliminations, which I think people sleep on. Especially in a meta where survivors do 8 trillion damage off one super attack. But yeah, that's Majin Buu at number 5. My god, number 4, Cell. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Honestly, the buffs, this man has been glazed to all hell. He's had nothing but buffs across the board for the last couple of seasons, and I think he's actually kind of like competent now. He gets out of his level 1 like basically immediately, and he has Ki Sense at all levels, so that's huge. After Image still sucks, but you know, what can you do? His super attacks aren't that bad anymore. Obviously Special Beam Cannon is absolute garbage, but his other attack has an AoE now, so it's actually pretty decent. Not only that, at level 3 he obviously got the Ki Blast buff, which gives him AoEs, and it basically makes him his Kamehamehas undodgeable because of the dodge nerf, so I think that's kind of insane. Plus his super attacks at level 3 are actually really good. He evolves fast. If you get level 4, I really doubt you're gonna lose. Plus he has the highest HP ball in the entire game. He's just basic, but he does get the job done. If you can snowball really fast and evolve fast, you're probably good to go. Solar Flare is okay, but you know, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't really use Cell a lot, but I do think he's come a long way, because I used to think he was the worst Raider in the game. But comparing everyone else to him now, he's actually pretty decent. He's actually a pretty good pick. But yeah, that's Cell at number 4. At number 3, we have Nappa and Vegeta, and am I crazy, or is everyone like sleeping on this Raider right now? Like, he's insane. Ever since he's released, he's just gotten buff after buff, just like Cell, but like to an even greater extent. In previous seasons, the only thing holding him back was Cyberman, because you did have to get 4 civs or catch someone out, which was basically impossible, but now it's free. It's not that bad at all. Like, finding 3 civs is actually pretty reasonable. And Nappa is still an absolute menace. The Cyberman combos, his melee attack is basically instant. His super attacks are now actually really good too, because the AoE buffs. Plus he has the Scouter, in case you're like struggling to find people. And if you evolve as him before the STM comes out, it's basically an instant win. And Vegeta is, oh my god, my man is insane now. His Ki Blast, his super attacks are crazy. I think the only thing that kind of let him down is his Ki Blast, but it doesn't really matter. His Vanish Kicks, which everyone like really sleeps on, I fear. If you find yourself getting caught out by super attacks a lot, spamming this Vanish Kick is definitely the play, because it just basically makes you very unpredictable, and you can just kind of zoom around the map pretty easily with his Vanish Kicks. He also has a Scouter as well, so you know, you can still hunt people down, I suppose. Gallic Gun being an AoE is crazy. Plus it's actually not that hard to get Great 8 when you evolve with Nappa. But yeah, I think this Raider is just incredibly strong. Definitely deserves top 3 placement. In previous season he struggled a lot with Cybermen. Like that, generally if you got a bad Cyberman spawn you just lost the game. But now that's not the case, because he even evolves quicker now. He auto evolves quicker from Cybermen now, which is great. I also forgot to mention Nappa's body camping ability. Like just planting a Cyberman on a dead body is hella toxic, but it works so well. But yeah, that's Nappa and Vegeta at number 3. Genuinely, like, don't sleep on these guys. Oh my goodness. Number 2, we have Broly. Listen, I put my hands up, bro. I say I'm a Broly glazer, but like, yeah, he's not number 1, unfortunately. Few Raider matches I've had recently have kind of like shown me that. But when it comes to pre-mates, I think he does give you a very good shot at winning. His level 2 is great for like catching people out at the start. I think the biggest problem with this guy is that he doesn't have any Ki Sense or like being able to track people down. You just kind of have to zoom across the map and hope for the best. But to be fair, I think if he did have Ki Sense or something like that, he'd be broken. Like a certain other Raider, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, he has insane mobility. Like if you pop a Jaco ship, you're not getting away with him if he has his charge up. You can definitely tunnel really hard with this man. At level 3, he has basically every single break strike in the game. His super attack is a break strike. He has 2 break strikes. He's got the barrier. He's got the big charge thing. Plus his dash is still decent, but not as good as it is in level 2. It definitely gives you enough iframes to at least get 25% on the SDM if you're being pressured that hard. Plus the healing while evolving is pretty great when you're dealing with free super transfers. I know most of you guys won't agree with me with this placement, but I feel like playing Broly is kind of a skill gap, you know? If you don't know how to fight survivors or like know map locations, I definitely do not recommend this Raider. But if you can get him down, he's very, very good. His level 4 is also insanely strong. He still gets the 2 break strikes. Yeah, his ultra powerful attack basically comes out instantly, where if you pop the beam and then activate Aura Trap, you can actually drag people into the beam and instantly kill them. His Ki Blasts are also very good now after the buffs. But yeah, definitely do not sleep on Aura Trap. Like, it stops Jarko ships, it stops a lot of things in the game, which is really annoying. Plus, even in level 2, I would recommend using your super powerful attack as iframes instead of just using it to be on the offensive. But yeah, this man has a lot of ability to stall raiders out, especially when you're being jumped, which is his whole thing, like getting jumped. If you play Broly, you're gonna get jumped. That's how it is, and how you deal with it is what makes this guy so good. At this point, I'm just yapping and giving tips about how to play Broly because I just love this man. But yeah, number 2, Broly, he's my GOAT, but unfortunately he does not come close to, you know, number 1. At number 1, oh my goodness, surprise, surprise, it's the man himself, Goku Black. Who saw this coming? No one. This man just has it all. With the supply changes, he's genuinely just disgusting. The level 2 strat is, I honestly feel like, if you play your cards right, unbeatable. Like, unless the whole lobby is running Memories of Battle, you're probably good to go, bro. But you can just give the survivors no supplies, no super transfer, no nothing. It's disgusting, and I don't understand how it's still in the game. Plus, his super attacks were so good that they were just like, you know, I think the whole game needs this, except the Ginyu Force, of course, because, bro, fuck the Ginyu Force. Ew, gross! He has one of the best break strikes in the game as well. He has a charge at every single level. He has Ki Sense at every single level. So tunneling is hella easy for this guy because he could just Ki Sense you constantly and there's nothing you can do about it. His Ki Blasts are also really good. Even evolving to level 3 isn't even a throw anymore because level 3 Goku Black is insane, especially with the dodge nerfs. His alternate Ki Fire is disgusting. I think the only thing which is weird about him is his level 4, but I feel like you should only use the level 4 if you're low health. If you want the full health back, get it, but if you're full health level 3, there's generally no point in getting your level 4. Level 4 is absolutely insane though. You get about 50 million break strikes, plus a transformation, plus everything else in the game that you could ever want. It's insane how much they glaze this guy. I honestly think he should have been the anniversary Raider considering how much he has. He's absolutely glazed to high hell. Plus I didn't even talk about Zamasu, who just kind of is an annoying piece of shit. Just hovers around all the time, has a 30-second revival cooldown, if you evolve as him, of course. Like, there's generally no repercussions to dying as Zamasu either. It's basically just another health bar which you can use to hunt down survivors with if you really want to. But yeah, this man has everything in the game, and I don't think anyone even comes close. Maybe Broly does a little bit, but the fact that Broly has to deal with super transfers while Goku Black doesn't is insane. Insane glazing, I can't believe it. But yeah, that's my top 8 list of Raiders in the game for Season 6. Hopefully, Season 7 brings in a shift of change of meta, please, God. But yeah, let me know what you think of my list. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.